All right, you need to sew a zipper, and zipper feet are terrifying to you. So what we're going to do is first you're going to remove the regular foot, and most zipper feet for most machines look like this. So it's got this skinny little guy in the middle, and then the needle can sew on either side. My particular machine uses the only zipper foot I've ever seen like this, which is that. I had to look it up in the book to find out that this actually was the zipper foot. So again, this is the only machine I've ever seen that has a zipper foot like this. Most are like that one. That's why I got out the other zipper foot to show you. And what this does is it allows the feed to go over the actual zipper. So you can actually, you know, sew next to it without. So in this particular step right here, I'm just putting in a basting stitch, so I'm not actually sewing close to the zipper, which means I need to be way over here. Okay, and then I have it set to a long stitch right now, so I'm just trying to kind of hold this down for right now, and then for the rest of the project. So just for the purposes of this video, I'm showing you how you'll sew close to a zipper. I've changed the length, so if it looks like my sewing machine is making large steps, or large stitches, it's called a basting stitch, and that is on purpose for what I'm doing right now. But normally you'll sew a little bit closer. Sometimes you'll sew on this side, and just happens to be that for me right now I need to be sewing on this side. All right, and so you can just take your time. It's okay that the zipper, for example, is extended past the fabric. I can cut that at any time. And so I'm going to cut that after I get farther along here. A couple tips: you might want to keep the needle position down when you're sewing on a zipper. It might help you when you're like removing pins. The other reason why this is really helpful is depending on the zipper you're working with, you may need to move the zipper head out of your way while you're sewing. So leaving the needle down will allow you to zip the zipper open or close. The reason why I have left the zipper very long, well, this was the color, and it's way too long, but it was the one that I wanted. But so I have it extended beyond, and before I close this up, I will zip it into there. So there's a couple different things you can do with zippers. If you have questions about that, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I will explain it in more detail. So we're just going to go along here. And then the other nice thing is you're not going to have shifting while you pull either the clips off or take the pins out, and either are fine. As long as your fabric will accept a pin, then you can use pins. You know, I have cork that I work with a lot, so that's why I'm using these. Otherwise, these are kind of expensive, and I don't recommend investing in them right off, unless you know that, you know, you enjoy sewing, that you plan on continuing in this journey, or if you're sewing with a material that doesn't allow you to. Whoops. I always forget I have to keep pressing the pedal for it to finally cut. I think it should just cut on its own, and it doesn't. Okay, so now I have just basted that stitch down, and then that down, and I'll baste the other part down and finish with this project. But you can see here how you can just get really nice and close, where this other foot, if I were going along with that foot, I would have to be going on top of the teeth of the zipper, and it would make it a lot more difficult. Same with this one. It allows you can stitch on either side, so you could stitch on this side or this side, the needle being on either side, and it gives you a lot more freedom to stitch down. And it looks like I got a pretty crooked line there. Oh well, it is what it is. It'll all shake out in the end. Thanks for watching.